Hello YouTube, we just got some really cool news regarding the future of Pokemon Pocket Competitive, and it starts with the World Championships happening in Anaheim. I've already mentioned it in a post, I mentioned in my last video, but I am going to Anaheim as a competitor. I am playing in the VG competition. It's happening August 15th to 17th. Spectator passes I think are already unfortunately sold out, but I can talk about later how you might be able to get one. I really don't know. It was kind of crazy. You had to get it in like March. But the most important thing out of this is when you go to fan events, right, and you go to specifically the side events, right, these are the things that are going to be for, the spectators, you guys. If you go down, you'll notice that there's quite a few tournaments. There's like a win a switch tournament, right? There is this sisterhood league, really cool, woman and non-binary only tournament. But the real part that obviously I want to talk about is the Pokemon TCG Pocket Double Deck Open Championship. That's a lot of words in one. Let's kind of talk about it. Pokemon's newest mobile game gets its own championship event this weekend. Players will play in the double deck format using two different decks to win two games with no Pokemon shared across both decks. Number of rounds are going to be determined by attendance. No prize wall tickets are awarded, but you get prizes for top finishers, the top 8, and the champion of this event. So this is really cool. I'm just gonna explain it real quickly using older formats. I've actually played in a tournament like this, and I'll show you guys how it looks when you guys actually go to a tournament like this. But essentially, you are going to end up playing this double deck format where you have to choose two decks and you have to win with both. I heard that Lorcana does a best of two where have to just win one of the games, or you split games. This is still a best of three where you must win with both decks no matter what decks you choose. So let's talk about let me show you guys an example of an illegal deck, right? So let's say you want to bring I think Guzzlord's the tech, but I also want to bring Buzzwole. This would be an illegal combination because the only restriction is that if they share Pokemon, you cannot use them, right? This one shares Celesteela, which means that you cannot use Guzzlord plus Buzzwole. This will go similar for the Shiinotic decks. You can't use Magnezone Shiinotic and Solgaleo Shiinotic. You can't use multiple Silvally decks. So it's really cool. It promotes diversity, and I think one of the reasons why I like this event, and I'll talk about it, is how it differentiates itself from the official TCG. So that's going to be the main rule of this format. Trainers are fair game, so you are going to be able to run double research, double ball. Any trainers are fine. So an example of this, a combination that's legal, I'll just grab this Charizard Wigglytuff and this Darkrai Tina deck, and these decks are completely legal, right? They don't have any Pokemon that match. They might have items that match, but that's fair game. It's a really cool that they're doing this. And the most important thing is that rounds are going to be determined by how many people enter. Why is this different? Because there have been live events. I have gone to several live events. I'll show you how some of them look. Basically, you bring your own phone. They'll have charging stations available. They'll even have a Wi-Fi that you can connect to ensure that you are connecting to your opponent. And I'll show you this. So basically, in this, you see these little things. This is your deck list. It has every single card on your deck. You'll see, I think that these two people end up swapping, right? But you're supposed to swap right before the event. So you'll be able to see, you'll see, oh, my opponent has Buzzwole and Charizard. Maybe I should start whatever deck you feel is strongest into both of them, right? Maybe I should start my Oricorio deck so you get that quick win with Oricorio, and then you try to get a quick win with what your weaker deck would be. That was me playing. This is at Milwaukee. Like I said, it's really freaking cool. These events, the difference is that they were just 3 rounds. They were played for side event tickets, and then you give feedback, right? But now we are playing a full-on tournament. There is going to be a winner. You could be, someone watching this can be the first Pocket Open Champion winner. So yeah, I think it's cool. I can give you some of my thoughts on this format. First of all, I think it's important that if Pokemon Pocket is going to be included in like the official tournament series in like any capacity, it does have to separate itself, right? I think that currently what we are seeing when we look at these tournaments, they're all open deck lists, which I think is a way to differentiate yourself, which is what we do in live events. You have to like write on this paper. Hopefully it becomes automated because my handwriting is chicken scratch. Probably won't be automated for this one, so you will have to write on a paper your entire deck list, including trainers. And essentially, that's what the main tournaments are doing, right? It is open deck lists. You know, you get to, like, if I was just to register for a tournament real quick, I could show you guys, log in, yada yada. Oh my god, I gotta change my passwords. Let's see, where's the Pokemon Pocket tournament that I can register for? Where? Boop, 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 boop. Well, Ursa Day, look at that. I love Ursi. So previously, you enter, you register, you go to, submit your deck list. You put whatever deck you're running here, and that's going to be open, right? Usually energies are also open. Some of these tournaments have energy open, and that's the format. It's pretty much the same as TCG, except you can see your opponent's deck. And I think that if this game is going to be included into the official circuit, it can't just be marketed as TCG but faster, right? That's already how it's marketed. It needs something that you can't do with the physical TCG, and that is the conquest format, right? That's double deck format is what they're calling it right now, but it's a conquest format where you have to win, you have to conquest with both decks that you choose. There are a few games that have done this competitively, and I'll talk about that. I think Hearts, like my current issue with this format, like I said, too close to the original. I like it still, but it's too close, right? Like, yeah, it has no real like backbone on like being an official tournament. That said, this double deck list style, right, is really really cool. And I think my issue specifically with double deck though, is that it kind of incentivizes you to still use like just the best deck, right? And then like add like whatever spice you want. I would love, in an ideal world, right, where this game is going to be included, I would love to see something like a triple deck format where you get to ban a deck, right? Like imagine you get to bring like Guzzlord, and you get to bring like Stoutland Charizard, and you get to bring like Oricorio, and these well, let me think about it differently. Let's see, Guzzlord and like Silvally Rampardos, and like Oricorio like Zeraora, and or Mag, right? And you're like, wow, my decks are weak to Buzzlord, or Buzzwole. I'll just ban Buzzwole, right? And like 3 decks, 1 ban is like a little bit more skill intensive because you're making that decision at the beginning of saying, I don't want to play this deck against that deck. And then you can do a double deck, right? So that is what I want to see. I think if we go through some of my comments on my tweet, there are some people that actually already kind of talk about it. Extremely happy. Yep. Please do a video. Oh, this is me doing a video on it. This was talking about double deck formats. Like I said, there were side events, but this was never like an official tournament. The deck format, yeah, this guy says it too. The deck format should be best of 3 and 1 ban, but it's a good start. I agree, it's a great start. I think that if this gets like, if you are going to the World Championships, please consider entering in this. It's really, really cool. Give your feedback about it, because sooner or later, maybe in a year, maybe in 2, we'll have Pokemon Pocket at the official circuit, right? I already, for those of you who know, I already travel to play in the video game, right? Like, that's why I was at NAIC. That's why I've been a Worlds competitor for like the last 10 years. I would love to play in this, whether I'm commentating, whether I am, trying to win a championship. This would be super sick. So if you're going to Worlds, you would love Pocket, please consider entering this. And if you're someone looking to get a spectator pass, I'm sure that like there are competitors that might be selling theirs. And if you saw it and like, I need to enter this now, please do. I mean, the World experience is way more than just that, right? There's so many activities that you can do. There's the Pokemon Center, right? There's like a cosplay showcase. So lots of really, really cool stuff. A bunch of meet and greets. Usually I forgot his name. There's basically a lot of famous people here. Activity zones. if this is something that interests you outside of that, please look into trying to get to this World Championship. I think that if you are someone already going, I can't stress enough, please enter this tournament. It's 10 a.m. on Saturday. So if my World Championship end on Friday, because I do bad, I'll play in this, right? But again, this is so freaking cool. What are your thoughts on this, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm gonna probably begin streaming soon. For those of you who have seen like my chair ads, I'm still partnered with Ewin Gaming. Boop. Love this chair. I've been gone from like the last few days, and I've been like sleeping on the couch. So this is home to me. But my partner code is still at the bottom. Anyway, I'm glad I'm back home. I get to make more videos for you guys. You guys are amazing. Like I said, let me know what you guys thought. Are you going to be going? Are you guys going to be playing? If you guys had known about this, would you have registered for Worlds? I read all the comments. Let's yap down below.